international travel essentials list, you will be able to solve international travel problems that you weren't even consciously aware of. Now, after going to over 20 countries, I know that international travel can be super stressful, especially for those who it's their first time traveling abroad or that don't travel as often. It can be really nerve-wracking. And my hope today is that these essentials will give you lots of peace of mind and make you fully equipped to visit all the countries that you want to. All of these Genius International Travel Essentials will be linked below, as well as in this QR code in case you're watching on your TV. So hopefully that makes it really easy for you guys to get all of your things together for your big international trip. And if you're new here, hey guys, I'm Indigo from the Indigo Sahara Travel Blog, where we help hundreds of thousands of travelers just like you make their dream trips a reality through budget travel tips and destination guides. So as always, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of those travel tips. Without further ado, here are 15 genius, life-saving international travel essentials that you will never travel abroad without again. First and foremost, if you're traveling internationally, you need your passport. This should be a given, this should be obvious, but unfortunately people still forget their passport on their way to their trip. You do not want to forget this because you won't be allowed on the plane, you won't be allowed through security, you won't be allowed to get into the country without it. If you're going on your first international trip coming up and you don't yet have a passport, apply for it ASAP because it can take a really long time to get your passport in. Like I believe right now the estimated wait time to get your passport is like 6 to 8 weeks. So definitely do it as soon as possible. Without it, you can't go on your trip. So this should be at the top of your priority list before your trip abroad. This essential also includes any other necessary travel information that you might need for your specific international destinations, such as required vaccines. Maybe you need a yellow fever vaccine or another vaccine before entering the country, or maybe you have a customs traveler form that you need to fill out before arriving to your country. For example, when I went to the Maldives, we had to fill out an online questionnaire and scan a QR code that we got after we filled out the questionnaire online that they then checked at customs once we got to the Maldives. You'll know if you need this type of information that's extra before you get there. So if you're watching this video, you probably already know whether or not you need that extra information. If you don't know of any information that you need, then you probably don't need any extra info. A lot of countries, you just need your passport and that's it. But it's worth mentioning because it is important in some countries. Number 2 is a passport holder and wallet. Now this isn't like totally essential like the passport where you need it to go somewhere, but I have found it to be really helpful on my trips abroad. And here's why. So on the inside, well, there's a section for your passport, of course. There's also a section for any vaccine card that you might need so you can quickly show it and keep it safe. There are wallet slots. Right now I have my Priority Pass Airport Lounge card in there, but you can keep all of your credit cards in there and then you don't have to carry around an extra wallet too. You can just keep all of your cash right in there. There are also additional pockets for change and cash that you might have. But a couple of my favorite features of this particular passport holder include the SIM card slots on here, which is our next essential I'll be talking about in just a moment. But when you're traveling internationally, you'll probably have to keep your phone SIM card safe, and that's what these slots are exactly for. They will keep your home phone SIM card nice and safe and protected throughout your whole trip so that you don't misplace it. They are so small and easy to lose, so I love that this passport holder comes with slots to keep them safe. Also, it comes with a pen and pen slot, and I feel like whenever I don't have a pen, I then need a pen. But when I have my passport holder with me, then I always know that I have a pen just in case I need it at the airport, filling out a luggage tag, filling out a custom form, etc. You never know when you're gonna need a pen, and I like that this holder comes with one. Number 3 is a SIM card or some sort of international data plan so that you have cell service in your destination country. Most people don't have an international phone plan because they are more expensive, obviously, than non-international phone plans. So if you don't, and you're gonna want access to the internet outside of Wi-Fi on your trip, then you will need to plan to either get a temporary SIM card that's preloaded with a certain amount of data. Once you get to your destination, you can usually get them at the airport or any like convenience type store near the airport, that you then put into your phone instead of your home SIM card, just like we talked about with the passport holder. Or now you can use eSIM cards too. I know AlloSim's a great brand for online eSIM cards if you don't want to buy a physical one. Otherwise, you can contact your cell service provider and have them add like a month or however length you need of data to your phone internationally temporarily, but that usually is not the most cost-effective option. I have an international data plan and I love it. So if you travel internationally a lot, it might be worth you looking into. I have T-Mobile's international data plan, so does my whole family, and we all love it. It is so nice to just touch down in your plane, in your destination, and to have internet right away is super nice. So if you travel internationally enough, it might be worth it to look into. Number 4 is a universal outlet adapter. Now this is actually not universal. This one that I'm holding, it's just specifically for Asia outlets. But instead of just getting an individual outlet adapter for your destination, I do recommend getting the universal outlet adapter. It'll save you money in the long run if you plan on traveling internationally in the future. You can get them everywhere on Amazon, Walmart, Target, wherever. However, it is important to note that not all countries have the same outlet. If you do not have an outlet adapter for your travel destination, it is possible that you'll have dead electronics the whole trip, which is not good. It's not safe. You want the GPS. You need your phone for safety reasons, so definitely make sure to bring an outlet adapter for your destination. Also, buying it ahead of time online, like on Amazon, will save you a ton of money because they do hike the prices of these outlet adapters in airports. So you'll save a lot of money just by getting it ordered and out of the way right away. On that same note, number 5, we have a retractable power strip. Now, I can't show you mine physically right now because I currently have all of my film lighting plugged into it. But it is so useful when traveling abroad because you can plug one of these power strips into your universal outlet adapter or your outlet adapter specific to that destination and charge many electronics at once. So it will save you money again because you won't have to buy multiple outlet adapters. You can just buy 1 or 2 and the power strip and then be able to plug in all of your electronics overnight when you're sleeping all at the same time. Otherwise, you might run into the trouble where you have to charge your phone and your laptop, for example, and maybe your camera and your Apple Watch, but your outlet adapter can only handle 2 things plugged in at once. Obviously, that would be annoying to have to, exchange what's being charged, but with the power strip, you can charge pretty much everything at once. I've never had an issue electrically with this. Don't come after me if it's like bad for the electrical. I've never started any fires or anything, but it is very useful international travel essential based on my experiences. Speaking of electrical fires, number 6, we have a dual voltage hair dryer. If you have a particular hair dryer that you love, or if you just don't like hotel hair dryers because they're usually pretty cheap, then you're gonna wanna bring a dual voltage hair dryer because again, not all outlets have the same level of voltage, if that's the correct terminology. Again, not an electrician. So you will need a hairdryer that can switch voltage to match your destination country's outlet voltage. Otherwise, this can start fires, which obviously you don't want to do. You can break your hairdryer, you can cause electrical problems in the hotel. So obviously you don't want to do that. You don't want to risk anyone in danger. So if you don't want to opt for the hotel hairdryer that they'll probably provide you, then buy a dual voltage hairdryer. On the same note, number 7, we have dual voltage hair stylers such as curler or straightener. I love this particular option because it is both a hair curler and a straightener, so you don't have to buy 2, but same thing, different outlets, different countries, different voltages, fires. Bad. I've never had any issues with my dual voltage hairdryer or stylers when traveling abroad, so if you style your hair regularly, you'll definitely want those. Number 8, we have an electronics organizer. This one's super simple, super cheap from Amazon. I got it in this brown color to match my luggage, but it comes in a ton of different colors and it has a ton of different space for all of your electronics, chargers, etc. Because again, if you're traveling abroad, you're probably traveling with a lot of electronics like your phone, laptop, watch, camera batteries, etc. And you're gonna have a lot of chargers. So it has a variety of different pockets for all of the charging cords to keep them nice and organized. There's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small pockets, 1 large pocket on this side, plus it zips in half like so, and the other half has several large pockets that are big enough to hold my external hard drives. So if you're a photographer traveling with external hard drives, this is a great way to keep them nice, tucked away, safe and stowed in your luggage. Number 9, we have Apple AirTags, which come in super handy when you're afraid that you're gonna lose your bag or have something lost or stolen while you're out and about on your trip. The Apple AirTags will help you know exactly where all of your most important belongings are. All you have to do is tuck one of the Apple AirTags into your wallet, suitcase, backpack, day bag, belt bag, whatever has your most valuable essentials. You just tuck one right in the same bag, and then you can check on your phone on the Find My iPhone app. You can look on the app to know exactly where that Apple AirTag is and therefore know wherever that bag is. So I know lots of travelers, myself included, use these to keep track of our suitcases in case our suitcase gets lost on the plane from airport to airport. Then we know which airport our suitcase is at all times. It can make getting your bag, if it gets lost, it can speed up the process of getting your bag to you a lot faster. Likewise, I always put one in my wallet while I'm traveling abroad too, especially to places where pickpockets are plentiful, for lack of better words. I'll stick one in my wallet so that I always know where my wallet is at all times. The Apple AirTags are super affordable compared to a lot of the other Apple products, which is really nice. You can get them in a pack of 1 for like between $20 and $30, I think, or you can get a whole pack of 4 for all of your different suitcases for a little bit more. But relatively speaking, they're really cheap for being an Apple product. Number 10, we have packing cubes. Now, I hate to admit it, but I was a packing cube skeptic for a long time. For the majority of my years while traveling, I did not use packing cubes because I was like, does it really make a difference for how much room you're supposed to have? Like, does it really save room in your suitcase? It's the same surface area of clothing, so how does it, like, save space? That doesn't make sense to me, right? It's just like adding material to your suitcase, if anything. But when Well Traveled gifted me their packing cubes, I was corrected. Aside from saving space, I think my favorite part about using packing cubes is the organization. So you can have a packing cube for, you know, 1 week of outfits, another packing cube with your pajamas, another packing cube with your underwear and socks. You can keep all of your outfits organized nice and tidy in your suitcase while you're traveling. Plus, then once you get to your destination, it is super easy to unpack and keep your hotel tidy and organized. So what I mean by that, so let's say this is full of your week of clothes, right? You're ready for your trip, you have all your outfits planned and packed in this packing cube. When you get to your hotel, all you have to do is open the packing cube and stick it in the hotel drawer, just like this, and you have all of your outfits laid out nice. Boom, unpacked. Then as you are going through your trip, you can just put your dirty clothes back into your suitcase and repack your bag as you go throughout the trip. It's really nice. Packing cubes really come in handy. I never travel without them now. I love, a couple things I love specifically about the Well Traveled packing cubes is, first of all, they come with little notes. I don't know if you can see them, but they come with notes so that you can check exactly what is in the packing cube without having to open it. So that's really nice. So like, for example, at one point I had sleepwear and workout outfits in here. I can tell because I have this little note tucked into the packing cube. I also love the variety of sizes of packing cubes that this set came with. So it came with large packing cubes, it came with medium-sized packing cubes, several mini packing cubes, and it came with this laundry bag that I also use. I'll either use it for dirty laundry or I'll use it for shoes to keep my dirty shoes separate from my clothes in my suitcase. All in all, love packing cubes, especially for international trips where I'm probably going to be packing an entire week or more of outfits. Number 11, we have a hanging toiletry bag, specifically hanging. I use the Fengdong hanging toiletry bag, super cute, off Amazon, very cheap, very affordable, but specifically hanging toiletry bag because not all countries have the same amount of counter space as maybe your home country has that you're used to. Some countries give you like 0 counter space. Italy, I'm looking at you. France, I'm looking at you. Some country hotels, they just have like just a sink, no counter space. So those of us who are used to a lot of counter space in our home country, like, what do you do then? This is where a hanging toiletry bag comes in, because you can hang it anywhere. You can hang it on your shower curtain rod, you can hang it on a door hook, you can hang it on any towel rod or towel hook, you can hang it in your hotel room closet. The list goes on. You can hang it anywhere, and you can hang it anywhere and still have access to all of your toiletries. The amount of different places I have hung this is truly endless. I've also hung it on, it comes in handy on public bathroom doors. That sounds gross, but on public bathroom doors and also hostel shower doors. So if you're gonna be traveling, doing long haul flights in airports where you have an overnight layover and you're staying in the airport, or if you are hostel hopping and staying in hostels on your trip with shared showers, a hanging toiletry bag really comes in clutch. Similar to the counter space, not all countries have the same standard of cleanliness when it comes to public bathrooms, which is why I never travel without these disposable toilet seat covers that come in travel packs. I have experienced some nasty bathrooms while traveling abroad, which is why I will never travel without these ever again. They're so cheap and easy to just slip in your purse, wallet, day bag, whatever, so that you never have to worry about a dirty airplane seat, a dirty airport toilet seat, never have to worry about a public restroom, don't have to worry about squatting. All in all, they're just really great, and they're flushable, unless of course you're in a country where you can't flush toilet paper, then don't flush these, throw them away with your toilet paper. But otherwise, these are really great, and I never leave the house without them, honestly. Number 13, we have a portable charger. Now this is really essential for several different reasons, and while they're really useful when you're traveling domestically, they are especially important when you're traveling internationally. Because if you're traveling abroad, it is very unlikely that you'll be spending much time in your hotel room. You'll probably be out and about all day, every day, exploring the country that you paid so much money to visit. And while you are out and about, you do not want your phone charger dying, especially if you're using it as a GPS. You don't want it dying anyway for safety reasons. You really don't want your phone dying while you're abroad. Super important, which is why you should always bring a portable phone charger with you. Now, they don't have to be anything fancy. This one is from Amazon, super basic, Mighty brand. It came in a pack of 2 for like 20-25 bucks. Now my husband and I both have one. It does not need to be fancy for it to work. This one also comes with multiple different charging ports, so you can charge your phone or your Apple Watch or whatever other small electronic devices you have with you during the day. Whenever I'm traveling in hot destinations, I always like to have a personal fan with me to keep me from overheating. I, for one, am sensitive to heat, so this really is useful in hot destinations, and sometimes it dies. It does have pretty good battery life, but it does die, and when it does, then I can just plug it into my portable charger and keep it running to keep me nice and cool. So that is super nice, and another reason why I love this portable charger. Speaking of hot destinations, number 14 on our list are these HireCool waterproof phone pouches. If you are traveling somewhere beachy, somewhere tropical, and you want to take underwater photos or videos, honestly, I'll be the first to admit it, but GoPros are kind of overrated. Unless you're literally trying to like be in underwater film, you do not need more than one of these pouches to take great underwater photos and videos. Because the truth is, your cell phone probably has a better camera than GoPros anyway, and these will make sure that your phone stays safe while underwater. I have taken plenty of underwater photos and videos with my phone and one of these pouches, and they're really cheap. Like, I got a pack of 2 for like $10-15, so way cheaper than a GoPro. And even if you are trying to get into film, underwater photography or videography, you're probably better off saving your money and investing in underwater housing for your big camera, be it a DSLR or mirrorless camera. You're probably better off buying underwater housing for that camera, because that's gonna get you the professional, high quality underwater footage that you're looking for. Otherwise, just get a couple of these. Also, these are nice for when you're just on the beach and you don't want your phone getting sandy or wet, of course. and kayaking. Any kayaking or boating adventures, it's nice to just have your phone in here wrapped around your neck on the lanyard so that you know that your phone is nice, safe, and dry. So that's also another good use for these. And last but not least, number 15, we have an airplane phone mount. Unfortunately, I couldn't find ours. I think my husband must have it in his stuff somewhere, but we use it on all of our long haul flights and it is so nice. Even honestly, even for shorter 1 to 2 hour flights, we like using them. So basically what this little travel gadget does is it enables you to have your phone propped up onto your seatback tray table so that you can use it as a TV. And while the majority of airplanes that are providing you long haul flights, meaning like 5 hours or more, do have the TVs on the back of the seat in front of you, not all of them do. And even the ones that do, they might not have the show or the movie that you want to watch on that particular device. So if you have a particular show or movie downloaded on your phone that you want to watch, this gadget makes it super easy to do so without like crooking your neck down and staring at your phone in your lap and getting like a crick in your neck. And that pretty much wraps up this week's video. I know that traveling internationally can be kind of stressful, so I hope that these international travel essentials make your trip a whole lot easier, just like I know they have for me. And if you have any other international travel essentials, let me know about them in the comments below because I want to check them out, and so does everyone else. Of course, I will link all of these products in the description as well as again in this QR code. And if you like the products mentioned in this video, I have a whole blog post with even more travel essentials for international travel. So of course, I'll link that as well for you to check out if you wish. As always, thank you so much for watching, and for now, ciao!